I had someone leave a comment that I look homeless. Oh, that's fine. You can say whatever you want about me. It's not going to bother me. I specifically wanted to touch on this because this entity does not realize these videos and who they're speaking to, what I am, what I project, what I embody, and what homeless even means. We're all about manifestations here. We're all about creating. We make it simple and easy. And we don't judge people on how they look because it don't matter. You can look however you choose. I am choosing to look how I look. It requires little maintenance besides focusing on my health. And if that denotes me as something that you would see out on the street, which I would say, well, that's pretty close to what you would see in nature, I would gladly accept that because that's what I embody as nature. That's what I look to embody. That's what I express. That's what I am. I am nature through and through. And if we're talking about people who are homeless, first person we got to talk about is Jesus Christ, your imagination. Because that is the home. That is the true home. There's literally no way you can be homeless. It's physiologically impossible if you are existing in this system that we are within. You cannot be homeless. Because you have to realize what home is. Home is H-ome. H is just, you're just breathing when you say an H. So the word is really home. Om is om. I'm sure many of us are familiar with the om. The chants that the Tibetan monks do, which is touching very high frequencies, bringing them down to low, and then grounding it out. And that's why they do this chant over and over. It is the whole cycle. It is balancing you. It is healing you. It is bringing you back to your home, which H, the letter H, just representative of something that is stable. Think of a house. Think of a heel. H has to do with things that are stable. That's why it's two lines with a line in the middle. It's a stable structure. And it's connecting whatever's on top to whatever's in the bottom. That's how you can make a ladder. Just put a bunch of H's together. You get a ladder. Now you can climb. And a ladder is stable because you need to climb on it. The word that would be more acceptable would be houseless, because we're talking about houses. These aren't really homes. Why would your home be a box? Why would your home that you ground yourself to, balance yourself, express yourself, impress yourself, and project yourself to experience be a box that is predominantly made of wood and some siding? Nowadays, a lot of people's homes, if you want to call it that, they live in prefabbed houses, apartment buildings, these things, they put them up in no time. Why would you want that to be something that is structurally the same as your imagination, which is within your mind, which is your true home? You are always home. You are already home. You already are home. You can't leave home, as far as I know. You can leave the house and go somewhere else. You're still home though, because you still have your imagination, you're still experiencing, you're still projecting things. If you talk to any religious person, being within the Christian sphere that is truly into that religion, they're going to tell you that Jesus looked how I look. He had long dreads. He was probably very thin because he wasn't about eating. He was looking to assist people. He walked everywhere. He probably didn't wear shoes because why the hell would you? I mean, why are you wearing shoes? Why are you? Okay, exactly. Just take them off. You don't need to wear shoes. And he wore probably tattered clothes because he didn't care. That wasn't his focus. I'm sure he had stuff that people had gifted him that he had worn. I have stuff people have gifted me that I wear. Most of the shirts I got have holes in them. Why? Because they still go on my body. I don't even wear a shirt a lot of the time. I don't need to. What's the point? Why are you wearing shoes? I understand if you want to be fashionable, but that doesn't mean that because you decide to be fashionable based on a society that showed you what fashion is and taught you that whole industry and said that this is what you should wear, this is how you should look, and if you don't look this way, you must be homeless. Oh, it's because those people over there have long hair and a beard, so you must look the same. It's, this is not the first time I've got this. I want to make this video specifically to make the point that we cannot judge people. If you are judging someone, you are not manifesting anything. You are not creating anything because you're giving your whole entire energetic, creative ability to someone else. Thank you for whoever left that comment. I'll take all the energy. I'm not going to react to anything that anyone ever does because that is what gets you caught in the loop. One reaction leads to another reaction, leads to another reaction. The hardest thing to do, which isn't even hard, it just seems that way in the moment, is to stop reacting because you're so pent up in this volatile energy that's just going all over the place. The only way to get out of it is to calm it down. But while it's going all over the place, your mind's shifting into that type of environment, and now all of a sudden, you're in a whirlwind, and you're not really sure how you got here, what to do, where to go. But all you have to do is ground. Go stand on the ground. Take some deep breaths. Bring yourself back to your home, which even this vessel is closer to our home than any house, because we always have this. We inhabit this vessel. This is how we move. We put our fluids into this vessel. We inhabit it by charging up water with our frequency and flowing in through these veins and hydrating everything. We're almost all water. We're 96+% water. And it's an ant on my leg. And I don't know where I was going with that point anymore. That ant took my thought. This magical ant. It took what I was talking about, so I'm going to go in a different direction now. Manifesting is easy when you know it is. You cannot judge others, though. It's not going to work. And if you're attempting to judge someone that's just giving out advice, tips, techniques on doing things, how about we focus on maybe you don't agree with something that's being mentioned rather than the subject that is projecting it. Because That is where people that Jesus went to help, that's when he turned around and decided not to help them. Because he would go up to them and make it seem as if he had nothing. He needed something. He was houseless. He asked for a crumb. They gave him nothing because of how he looked. Oh, well, you get no knowledge. You know nothing now. I'm not going to assist you on what you are doing. I'm not going to show you what your imagination is. I'm not going to bring that to you so that you can flourish in whatever energetic experience you choose to be within. No, I'm going to let you be. I'm going to go to someone else that wants the information and the knowledge and isn't fractionized by the appearance of what that is coming out of. Because in most situations, exactly what you need to know is coming from a source you least expect it from. Because they're not coming in front of you trying to tell you something. You're finding it because you need it. If someone's coming to you and trying to give you something, whether it be knowledge, information, or a book, or some food, or a cell phone, or a blanket, smallpox, or anything, be skeptical. What is their motive? Why did they come to you and give you this? I'm not saying it's always going to be a malicious act, but someone came to you for some reason. So you just got to be aware, conscious of these things. But when someone just shows up in your feed because of an algorithm, code, programming, AI, technology that comes from nature, chips, quartz that they mine in North Carolina mostly, well, I don't think you should be judging that person because they didn't come to you and try to give you something. It showed up through all these different factors. It came to you. So why don't you open yourself up to what is being said so that you can experience all the health and wealth that you want to? You don't have to look how I do. No one's saying you do. I quite frankly wouldn't want you to. I probably have to change myself up then. I'm quite unique, and I enjoy being unique. And we have to keep that in mind. There is no reason to ever judge anything that is occurring, because there is so much more context that we could learn on what is occurring, why it occurred, where it's going, and what it's doing at the present moment. And doing this is all about awareness, attention, and focus, which are 3 of the main keys to manifesting your creations. I'm sure everyone will go out there now and stop judging people. Because that's what you need to do. And you will have the most wonderful life. You will have everything, whatever you want, whatever it may be. You just have to imagine it. Your imagination, Jesus Christ. Just put it in there. I'm right now in your imagination. And I'm going to infect your imagination unless you block this channel, because it's going to keep coming back in your feed because you need this information. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I release the video tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live at some point too and answer some people's questions. You want to make sure you're subscribed so you're ready if I schedule that. Everyone, get outside. Get in nature. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Don't judge others.